This dog was all bark, but he wanted to be all bite. He was outside the car, jumping up and barking at me through the window. Thank goodness my window was rolled up. And I was in the driver's seat. I was scared at first, but because I was inside the car, he couldn't get to me. So then I got annoyed. I was like, what's your plan here, dog? You're not going to get me, so go away and stop scratching my paint and fogging up my glass. Dogs aren't known for their planning, are they? But you, as a human, you've got no excuse for not planning and setting yourself up for success. If you want to invest safely and earn money now, then this video lays out the exact system that you can use so that when the right business comes along, you don't miss it. So, if you want to be ready to buy your online business and not just bark at cars, then smash the like button and let's get rolling. We're gonna get into how to invest safely and earn now. But at the end of the video, you'll get the answer to the question, what do aliens have to do with keeping you from buying a bad business? The answer will connect you with talented people and help you solve problems that seem impossible. So stick around for the landing. Okay, here's the deal. If you want to invest your money and earn now, then starting a business is super risky. Unless you know exactly what you're doing and have the time and the money, starting a business to earn money now is risky. Instead, if you want to invest your money and begin earning it back now, then go buy a business instead of starting one. When you buy an online business that is already profitable, you will have the fast track to cash coming in with the least number of hours that you have to work. What kind of online business is the most passive? Content websites take little time to run per month and can spit out cash. Now you may be saying, great, William, but how do I just go buy an online business? Here's how you can do it. With a flywheel. What is a flywheel? Here's the complicated definition. A flywheel is a series of interrelated actions that, when executed repeatedly and consistently, generate a positive feedback loop that drives progress. Phew, it's complicated. In plain terms, the flywheel, it's where you do a bunch of things that all feed on each other and you get momentum so that you reach your goal. So now that you know what a flywheel is, start doing due diligences. The first part of the flywheel is to do due diligences. Due diligence is investigating a business, evaluating whether it's a good business. Doing due diligence is your main driver to you getting an online business. It really is. Here's a motivating idea. Did you know that you are only X number of due diligences away from buying an online business? That's what I used to tell myself. I'd be like, oh, maybe only 10 more due diligences before I find my business. If you do all the other stuff I list out, but don't do due diligence, you'll be accumulating knowledge and maybe even feel busy, but you won't be moving closer to your goal. Doing due diligence and being curious and trying to understand how these online businesses work will give you the invaluable knowledge so that you're ready when you come across a good business. If you want to be a great golfer, you gotta go play golf. If you want to be an online business buyer, you gotta go do due diligence. Fact. There's no way around it. You can't just not play golf and then go play Tiger Woods. It doesn't work that way. I want to get your opinion. How many businesses do you think you'll do due diligence on before you find the right business for you? Put your number in the comments below. The next part of the flywheel is to set up your filters. If you're doing due diligences, you have to define what kind of online business you're going to do due diligence on. And how do you do that is based on your goals, lifestyle goals. How many hours do you want to work on the business? If you don't want to work a lot of hours, then consider content websites versus e-com or SaaS websites. Another question to ask yourself is, how much money do you want to invest? $10,000, $50,000? Whatever it is, just write it down. Say you know you want to buy a content website for 20 to 30 grand. Then go to the big marketplaces where they sell online businesses like Flippa, Empire Flippers, Most Invest, etc. and filter the online businesses for sale by your criteria. And then scroll through the websites that meet your criteria and you do due diligence on them. You're going to hear due diligence a million more times in this video and probably on this channel. Sign up for Dealflow. To do that, get all those online businesses that you're looking at sent right to your inbox. That way, you can open your email and do due diligence on an online business that meets your criteria and just let the businesses come to you. It's really great. When you open your email and you see all these businesses just like flooding into your email, it's kind of cool. You can sign up for emails from Motion Invest, Flippa, Empire Flippers. It's like signing up for Costco's email alerts, except instead of like sales on 100 gallons of milk, you're getting alerts on potentially profitable businesses. To make due diligence super simple for you, grab our Due Diligence Framework that we have used to help us and our clients make millions and save millions of dollars when buying online businesses. This framework takes the guesswork out of buying a business. Check it out in the description below. Expenses of a business can be a bit murky, but expenses are so important to understand. What am I talking about? Say you're looking at a content site that makes $1,000 a month from ad revenue. Great, but how are the expenses? Are they $800 a month? In which case the business only makes a profit of $200 a month. Or is there zero new content needed? That's unlikely, but say that's the case. Or maybe the owner of a website makes all the content himself, so there's no content expense, but for a new owner, there definitely could be. You've got to get a sense of those expenses. And how do you do that? By doing due diligences. Looking at lots of businesses and noticing the expenses. If you know expenses, you'll be much better at two things. One, valuing the business, which is very handy so that you don't overpay for a business. And two, keeping yourself from buying a money pit, like a business that requires endless expenses. Ugh. If you know how much it costs for new content or to clean up the SEO for a website, then you'll know what's up. I'm harping on expenses because it's often something that people just forget about, which makes no sense. People get revenue. For example, pinkpoodles.com makes $3,000 a month from ads, and that's the revenue. But if you ask about the expenses, like what are the expenses, having a sense of that is so powerful in judging the business. Because very often sellers document the mess out of revenue. They have screenshots, Excel spreadsheets, but expenses, sellers often just go, oh, there aren't really any expenses, just the domain and hosting or some nonsense like that. Oh, some content, link building, SEO, like it's just like crickets. Cricket City and they're the mayor. Just become aware of expenses, that's all I'm saying. How much does content cost? How much does SEO cost? It's like having kids. You should consider how much the grocery bill will be. A super common question I get from people who want to buy a website, they're looking at a content website. Well, should I make the content, like write the articles myself, or should I outsource the content? Hire writers and build a team myself, or hire an agency? How much does all that cost? It's a great question to ask. And it's a big question with a lot of variables. And you can learn the answer by doing due diligence on loads of online businesses. You'll intuitively come to understand what the expenses would be of all those things. Consume content about buying online businesses. If you were listening to a podcast about buying an online business every week, you'd get a vision. You'd get used to the idea of buying an online business. Instead of scrolling for entertainment that has nothing to do with your goal, find entertainment that educates you on achieving your goal. And that's why we have the Buying Online Businesses podcast. It's not just here to entertain you guys, it's here to educate. Seriously. The Bob Pod gets you up to speed on the world of buying online businesses. Look up the pod here on our YouTube channel. You'll just pick up things from like all the experts that we have on the pod. And there are loads of case studies of other people just like you who have bought their own online business. And this is how you can begin acclimating yourself to this new world of buying online businesses. If you're an alien new to planet Earth, you need to spend time listening and hanging out with humans to get used to being on Earth. If you're an alien to buying an online business, you got to consume some content and hear great conversations about buying online businesses. If the alien didn't spend time with humans, the alien might do something weird, like drink gasoline or try to walk on the ceiling. Like bleep, blurp, bleep, blurp, bleep, blurp, bloop. If you're an alien to the online business world, you might do something weird, like buy a terrible business. All right, pro tip. The final piece of the flywheel is to ask great questions. For example, as you're doing due diligence, getting websites sent to your inbox, learning about expenses, and consuming buying online business YouTube videos, you're going to have questions. I'd write those questions down. Write them down. Then Google the question or ask ChatGPT or post it in the comments below this video. You're going to have challenges, and if you ask a great question, you'll get a great answer. Blurry questions get blurry answers. But with great questions, you can get great answers. Hey, it's William Griffin with Buying Online Businesses. If you have watched this video up until now, or if you're an alien, then smash that like button, and I'm glad you're liking the video. Also, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you're doing super well. I want to ask you to subscribe because my YouTube content is about to explode. More amazing content, more engagement, more surprise and delight. This is the time to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.